guys, welcome to Summer Smarties with Miss H of Llama Learning. I am so excited to have you join me over the next 10 weeks as we come up with different activities and things that you and your family can do to keep your students academically engaged this summer. I am super excited. This is our first Monday of 10, and we are going to be talking about the library today. So, Maya, why the library? I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. Well, believe it or not, people don't use the library like they used to. I remember as a kid, the library was something that we went to every week, whether it was for typing papers or doing research. We used the library on a regular basis. But with the internet, the library does not have the same amount of use that people used to use it for. So I'm encouraging families to go to the library this week and do one or two or three of these things. Number one, you have to make sure that everybody has a library card. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, everybody has to have a library card. Number one, it allows you to check out more materials if you have more than one card. And number two, it does teach responsibility. So you want to make sure the kids keep up with their library card. They know they have certain due dates. They have to bring it back at a certain time. So make sure before anything else, everybody has a card. Then I want you to go to the circulation desk. The circulation desk should have a calendar of all of the different activities that the library and neighboring libraries will have for the summer. And you'll be really surprised at some of the things that the libraries have come up with to get people in the door. So it's whether it's an author coming in to talk, sometimes they do movie and popcorn nights, and sometimes they just have a party for the kids, and you'll be so surprised all the different things, not just for kids but for adults as well, whether it's job searching, just all types of things. So make sure you get an activities calendar from the circulation desk so that you and your family can sit down and kind of plot out the things that you want to do at the library this summer. The third thing I want you to do is make sure everybody checks out two books. One, a book of fiction, and two, a book of nonfiction. So our kids have a tendency to lean towards fiction, which is fine. I love fiction. You can kind of see behind me all of the books that I love and most of my fiction up there. But nonfiction is super important for our kids to be exposed to. Number one, not just because the schools are emphasizing it now, but that's how we gather information. That's your news information, the stuff that's going on around the world. That's nonfiction. So we have to make sure that our kids recognize the real from the not real or from the fake. Okay, so make sure everybody checks out a work of fiction and a work of nonfiction. It can be a book about sharks. It can be a book about President Obama. It can be a newspaper. It doesn't matter. But you want to make sure folks have nonfiction as well. And then I want you to pick one night during the week for a family book club night. Okay, towards the end of the week, let's say you go to the library today, maybe do it Friday or Saturday, but towards the end of the week, pick a night, grab a pizza, get some drinks for the kids, and talk about what you read this week. Just sit and talk about it. Don't turn it into an assignment. Just sit and talk about what you liked, what you didn't like. Would you recommend it to other people? Allow your kids to talk about what they've read. And if they didn't understand some things, that's when you can sit and talk about it and discuss it. And so they have a better understanding. Number one, it's going to really strengthen that family bond. Number two, especially if you have young kids and older kids, the younger kids can see that the older kids are reading, and the older kids turn into a mentor of sorts for their younger brothers and sisters because now they're reading as well, and they see mom or dad or grandma reading, and so really want to make it a family affair. So that is your assignment for this week. Get a library card, get the activities calendar, make sure everybody gets a work of fiction and nonfiction, and have a book club night at home. Post your results. Get on Llama Learning on Facebook or on Twitter, or come check us out and tell us how it's going. Just hashtag Summer Smarties. And if you're not on our email list, you want to make sure you get on it because you'll get a printout of the activities for a week with some suggestions. Like for this week, you'll get a printout with some additional questions that you can ask during family book club nights, but you got to make sure that you sign up for our email list. So Do that, and I can't wait to hear how it went. And I'll see you next Monday. In the meantime, have a fun summer. Bye.